everyone, my name is V and welcome to today's video. Today we'll be talking about the first step in the finance glow up. We'll be talking about your financial goals and what a finance glow up looks like for you. Next we'll be looking at your current situation and any debt you may have or money you may already have. And then we'll be discussing the current inflow and outflow of money from your account each month. So disclaimer, this video can be confrontational, but hopefully you'll see the value by the end. So I've made a Google Sheets and I want to take you guys through it. So please feel free to pause where needed. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, here you guys see my screen. We have the first tab, which is goals. Okay, so goals, I've made a difference between short-term goals and long-term goals with different investment strategies for each. Some long-term goals are, for example, doing my dream job. Maybe you have a job that doesn't or a job you want to do that doesn't earn the most, but you want to still do this, and then with some investments you can have those investments as a passive income stream, let's say, and that way you can still keep doing the job that you really love. Another thing is maybe for those that don't want to work at all anymore, you know who you are, and you want to retire early. I do understand this though, because in the Netherlands, at least, the retirement age for projected retirement age for my generation at the moment is around 70. So I do understand that one. Another one might just be financial stability, wanting to have that, whatever that may look like for you. Also, for example, being able to pay for the school fees of your children. That can be a goal. For me, it helps to just write this down so I really know like what my long-term goal is and why I'm doing this finance glow up. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. Some short-term goals are more, let's say, travels coming up. I think you can do some nice travels with this, or things that you really want to do in the coming few years. That is the first tab, goals. Let's continue to the next topic, which is the current situation. So for this, this is all about getting all of your ideas of what you have or what you don't have and all these different places you might have some money, and getting that from your head and onto this Excel sheet, let's say. So this can be student debt. Let's add that up. That's debt. And this is money you have already. So that's capital. So this is a minus. This is a plus. You add it all together. You get this little Excel formula, and then you get your total net worth. And quick thing I want to say about this, total net worth has nothing to do with your worth as a person or as an individual or anything like that. This is purely just understanding how much money you have at the moment. Just wanted to say that. So what I also like to do is track that over time, see how I'm doing compared to my younger self. I think this is really helpful to really understand where you're starting from. Okay, the next step is the tracking the inflow and outflow from your accounts each month. So I know there's a lot of different ways to do this. A lot of people use their bank apps or other apps that can give insights. I personally like to do it in Excel just because then you can format it exactly how you like it. I'll show you my way in Excel at the moment. I think that the key thing with this is understanding what's coming in, what's going out, and where you can maybe make any changes. So I'll quickly go through how I do it. So this first part is any categories: housing, fixed subscriptions, or any income categories as well, salary, any side hustle you might have, any money you might be getting from some other source. Can all be added as categories. I'm assuming you have more categories, at least I have more categories, but this is just for the example. The next tab is the money tracker raw file. So here we see each of a few different things. Let's walk through this. The first thing is the date, the amount of money. So in this case, a minus because it's something we spent. It's compared to a plus, which was a salary. We added a description, groceries. And then we added a category, and I can already see you guys seeing, wait, I know these categories. They were in the previous tab. So here you can see to drop down from a range the categories. You can see the categories here again. You can also change the color. Amazing. Housing, absolutely red. So let's see if this works. There we go. Sorry, let's try that again. Housing, there we go. Done. Now everything here, all the housing is color coded. This is absolutely not needed at all, but I know some people like their colors, so wanted to quickly show you that. Then the next column is the month year, as because we're going to be grouping it per month, not per day of the month. So this is just an Excel formula you can put in, and any extra notes you may have. So as you can see, yeah, each spending we're tracking, which I guess this can be nice because it's kind of painful to track it each one, so it should motivate you not to spend as much. The theory says no, but there are also some other ways to, for example, get an CSV extract from your bank account, and then you just have to add the categories rather than also all the amounts and the dates and everything. But I think this is just a general idea to get just track for at least a few months to really understand how much money uh, is coming in and going out each month. So yeah, that brings me to the last tab. Here we have an amazing pivot table. Here the rows are the categories, the columns are the months of the year, month/year, I guess. The amount, which is the sum of all the amounts we filled in, and then these categories. So yeah, the here you can really see, okay, fixed subscriptions. I'm spending this much per month over these past couple months. I can see, okay, I have quite a few subscriptions. Maybe I don't need them all. So this is also really an opportunity to see where can I cut back. Gifts, if you're happy with how much you're giving, you can also feel like, no, I want to give more. You can really see that here. Groceries, you can see, okay, I'm spending this much on groceries per month. You can, for example, try going to another store and seeing if that's cheaper, and also seeing if that really makes a difference on a monthly basis. Housing, recreating, yeah, maybe you want to spend less on that, and you can give yourself a budget on that. And you can really see, okay, this is how much I have, and I should cut back, or I don't know, want to spend more on it. I don't know. Anyway, so this is all the minuses. This is how much you're getting in, and this is really the key part. So this number is how much you have left. So this is looking good, mainly just because it's a positive number. Honestly, we want more money to be coming in than going out each month. I know that isn't always possible, but yeah, that's the key, really having more money in than out each month. And it's not about tracking every single euro and getting everything exactly right or getting the categories right. I know that can kind of be tricky sometimes, but it's really about getting a general idea. And yeah, I think based on these numbers, how much you have left, let's say at the end of each month, that can also give an indication of how much you are able to then invest or put towards your saving goals. All right. Thank you guys so much for paying attention for this video, and I hope this was helpful. And please stay tuned for the next one. Have a nice day.
I'm looking for a blow up in